What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ron Real, aka Double R, back with another video. Different kind of video today. Doing a bourbon review. Got my boy Thomas over here with me. Y'all probably recognize him from video 2, even though it wasn't any talking done. But today we're gonna definitely get some talking done on this video. Got a special video for you guys. We're gonna be reviewing the 1792 Sweet Wheat, and we'll be doing, because it was my birthday a couple days ago, 2016 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, one of my favorites. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll let you know what we think about both of these. All right, man. So
you can see that glass. You know.
Long story short, this glass is very, very expensive. It's a Rydell glass. It's probably about a $50 or $60 glass. I was drinking out of it the other day. You guys will see a video of me drinking out of it. I put it in the sink, and instead of me hand washing it, somehow it probably got put in the dishwasher, and as y'all can see, that's depressing, man. All right, so the first one we're gonna drink is the 1792 Sweet Wheat. It came out, I believe, one time, maybe 3 years ago. Don't quote me on that, but it's been a while. But there's not a lot of reviews on it online, so I figured this would be a good bottle to review. Now, while Thomas isn't a huge cigar smoker, even though he's just getting into it, he does have a very good palate for bourbon. We've been drinking bourbon for a long, long time, so, you know, this was the perfect person to involve in this. He knows all about the culture. He knows all this stuff, so we're just gonna get into this one and let you guys know. It is 45.6% alcohol by volume, so it brings in right under 92 proof, and we'll get into it. Actually, you do the honors form first.
But 1792, some of my favorite bourbon. They have great selection, great everyday drinking bourbon right here. Good stuff.
That small batch is around $30 or $35, and like he said, it's a very, very good everyday drinking bourbon. If you want to drink it at home, or you're going to a party or anything like that, that's a bottle that would never offend anybody. And it's different, man, because it's different than your Jack Daniels, your Jim Beam, stuff like that. Most people probably still haven't had it, so, you know. All right, what you getting on? Man, that's like really caramel vanilla heavy.
Caramel, vanilla. I think I get some kind of fruit, like,
Yeah,
maybe
like red fruits or something like that.
apples.
Yep.
Some kind of apple.
Yeah, I would say apples.
Crispy apples.
It's so for it to be almost 92 proof, I would say the nose is actually stronger. The nose is stronger than what you would think it would be. It's not offensive though, but it definitely lets you know it's there. I can't remember how much this is aged, but I will show you guys the legs. I don't know how well you can see that clinging on the glass. Remember how I told you guys that's the testament of how long it's aged.
It's really good, really smooth, easy, right?
Very true to the nose, vanilla forward. I wouldn't even say caramel on the taste. I would say more like brown sugar.
More like brown sugar, maybe, yeah. The butterscotch.
Yep, butterscotch. Some wood in there, but it's not
overpowering.
It's not overpowering. Sometimes you'll get a whiskey that's like 15, 20 years old, and you'll drink it, and you're like, man, I'm drinking a piece of wood. It has it in it, but it's a nice undertone. It has a real good undertone to it. And like he said earlier, it drinks really smooth. This would be like another good fall bourbon. Like you sitting around the fireplace.
This got that fall to it. That
it tastes like fall, man.
You ever had like apple crisp with the crumble
Yep.
on the top?
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of, it's very like a dessert bourbon.
It is, yeah. The finish isn't that long though. It's not as long as I would like.
No, you don't get that thick coating.
It's not very viscous, and for an everyday drinker or something kind of here, that's fine. But most of the time, Thomas will tell you too, he knows the flavor profile and the bourbons that I like. You know, once you take that sip and that bourbon just coats your mouth. It's just on the side of your jaw and shit, man. It's just, and that finish is just, it's like a nice beat. It just keeps going. And I reward those kind of bourbons. Like if you can get that viscosity and that thickness, like, and not a lot of bourbons can accomplish it. So when you do find it, it's like, man, that's different. So, but it's not a bad finish. It's just I wish it were longer, especially for the flavor profile of it. If this was more viscous, this would be on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me rephrase it. On a scale of 1 to 100, if this were more viscous, I probably would go. This would be over a 90.
90, 85-ish.
Yeah. Right now, I probably would go
about 70. 70, 75.
I'd go 75.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's not breathtaking.
I wouldn't say that it's an elite bourbon.
No.
But it is very, very, very good bourbon. Very good flavor profile. Very good nose. It's very good everyday drinkable bourbon, like everything else 1792 makes. And
don't take offense to him saying that it's not an elite bourbon, because when he's saying it's not an elite bourbon, he's not meaning that it's not good, but the flavor profile of this is pretty common. You can find this flavor profile in most bourbons. So I can't give a bourbon a 90 that I could find a bottle of Buffalo Trace
very similar to,
and cheaper. So I can't, and so I agree with him on it. It's not breathtaking, or it's not memorable. Like if I never had it again, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. But if somebody gave me a glass of it, cool, So
yeah, that's a good explanation.
Yeah, so I would agree. I would probably go a little higher because of the smoothness of it, with being able to have the flavors that it's bringing out. So I'd probably go 7.5, somewhere in there. And the finish is hurting it too.
The finish is taking off points. Well, that's another thing. If you're new to bourbon, you want to take your time sipping it. It's not something that you take a shot of and just throw it back. It's so complex on the palate and the nose. You got, the finish. You just want something you want to take your time, sip and enjoy, and try to figure out the flavor profile for yourself, because that leads to you experiencing and developing your taste in more bourbons, because now you may taste that toffee or that caramel or that vanilla flavors that most of us like, and now you want to go find another bourbon that has more vanilla, maybe more caramel, more toffee. This right here, one of my favorite things to do right here. Drink some bourbon and trying to get to the cigar thing. We'll see how that goes.
All right, so that was our review of the 1792 Sweet Wheat. Thomas gave it a 70. I went at 75. If you see it in your stores and it's at retail, buy it. No questions asked. You need to buy it because, for one, you're not going to see it that often, and it's a pretty good bourbon. But next up, man, we're going to do the 2016 Birthday Bourbon. This holds a lot of history to me. This was the first bottle of rare whiskey that I ever was able to purchase. I bought this bottle in 2016, man. This was the first bottle of allocated bourbon that I was able to buy. It was a little bit over retail, but I literally bought the bottle because it comes out in September every year. And I bought the bottle a day before my birthday. So at that point, I didn't care. I think retail on it was maybe $90 or $100. I think I paid $120 for it. I didn't care. But like I said, the retail was around $90, but secondary markets, if you're trying to get this, will probably be $300 to $400. But this bourbon here, and Thomas has had this before, the flavor profile on this was so crazy. Like
this is an elite bourbon.
This is an elite bourbon.
It's different levels, and this is different.
So I haven't had any of this in a while, so it'll be interesting to see, has it fallen off, or is it still as good as I remember? So, Happy belated steel to me. I used to try to track down these things every year. I didn't get a bottle from this year, the birthday bourbon from this year just released. And what's crazy about the release from this year is it was the highest proof birthday bourbon that they had to date. So I don't know if I could stumble across a bottle at a decent price, I'd probably pick one up, but I'm not like super aggressive to try to find one. So, oh yeah, this bottle here is at 48.5% alcohol by volume. It's 97 proof. The note, I mean,
It's different.
oh my, it's like orange.
It's different. It's citrus. Yeah,
It's citrus. Like this nose wasn't bad, but it's not even in the same
It
atmosphere.
ain't close.
It's not even close.
Yeah, I get that honey.
A little floral note to
citrus,
it. Yeah, it's
flowers.
man.
Yeah,
This is retarded. Let me show y'all some legs on this
got
one.
some nice legs on it.
See the leg? Look at those legs. I want to. It's 12 years old. So we know for a fact this is 12 years old. And if I were guessing, I would guess that this is around 6, somewhere in there. Man, I could.
Especially because it's not listed on the bottle, and generally in the bourbon world, if it's not listed on there, it's usually 6.
Yeah. And to be a bourbon, it has to at least be 4. At least 4. See, this is one of these, man, this is one of those noses, I can smell it all day.
All day. But don't get old.
I know some people that don't, you know, they're not familiar with the bourbon community, so they're like, man, I'm sitting here sniffing whiskey. I'm telling you, once you get into it and you really start, you'll understand, man. It's just, I mean, okay, all right, okay. I'm done smelling. I'm gonna taste some.
I'll taste wood. Oh, it's citrus, but I don't think it's orange.
Not like the nose.
No.
Different ballpark. And this one you could pick flavors out, like
Easy. Very
okay,
distinct
cinnamon.
flavors.
But this one is like they're all married. You could tell they spent more time in the barrel. Like the flavors are just, and that's why we're kind of just sitting here looking, because it's just like it's good, but it's just kind of it's kind of hard to put your finger on it. So.
I can definitely get the citrus though. It's not as distinct or orange as the nose on it, but you got the citrus, you got the wood. I don't know. That's butterscotch.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what this is. It's just good.
This is definitely a testament of the age of the product and the quality of the ingredients they use. So, again, this is 2016 Birthday Bourbon. Still one of my favorite bourbons of all time. Like, not just because it was the first allocated bourbon I got, but I remember when I first tried this. I had been drinking, you know, Elijah Craig, Buffalo Trace,
Good
Eagle
stuff.
Rare, which isn't. These things aren't bad, but then you drink them, you're like, okay, I understand now why there's price differences and things. Like, this was a superior product.
That was too.
Man, that shit is good.
It doesn't have a long finish.
It doesn't.
But when you first get that initial taste, it is very.
Now it's intense when it first enters the palate.
It's good. It's kind of. How do you explain it? It's
And it's not viscous, so again,
It's not very viscous.
we're not going to be biased. Like, this is a superior bourbon, but it's still, the points are still going to get, there's still going to be points taken off because the finish isn't as long, it's not as viscous, you know, but the flavor profile in itself is elite. If they would have finished this around 110, 115 proof, you would have had a monster on your hands then, because he knows too, just like a couple of my other close bourbon friends know, like I like high proof stuff like the George T. Staggs, William LaRue Weller, Booker's, Elijah Craig barrel proof, like Michter's barrel. The stronger the man, I'm in. Like I'm the guy sipping on 130, 140 proof. That's me.
And then the difference in bourbon drinkers, I like mine around the 100 to the 110. Yeah, that's where I get my great flavors with the toffee, caramel, vanilla. That's where I'm at.
And there's nothing wrong with it. We got a good friend named Jeff who you guys will be seeing on future videos. He's like me. He likes strong stuff. I wasn't going to do this at first for you guys either. I just was going to leave the reviews to these two bottles. But I'm gonna bring another bottle out for this video too. Since it's the first official spirits video on this channel, I got something special.
Definitely.
For me, on a scale of 1 to 100, I'm gonna go double snowman. I'm gonna go 88.
I was about the same boat, but I'm gonna go a little bit higher than him because I really like it. I'm gonna go 80, 89, 90-ish, somewhere
Okay.
up in there.
And so, for clarification for you guys, to me, once you reach a 90 or above, that's elite status. That's elite. This was right there. Like, if it was knocking at the door. It wasn't quite opening it yet, but it was right there. So I would go 88, maybe 89. It was in
It's
there.
good. It's good.
So here's the surprise.
What we got coming?
We have George T. Stagg from 2017. PS too, man. PS, listen to me, man.
That fire.
Listen to me. If you got good whiskeys, good scotches, good bourbons, share that shit with your friends. Stop being the people. I know guys that got basements full of. I don't get it. They got basements full of elite stuff, and they just look at it. Man, if you don't open that bottle and share that with your friends, share it. What's more memorable to me? Like, if this is a memorable bottle to me, and this is a lot of bourbon, take me a while to go through this. What makes that experience better? Offering it to a good friend of mine that can say, man, because you know what's more awesome than just drinking it by yourself? In 5 or 6 years, we're drinking something, and I'd be like, man, you remember that 17 Stagg? And he's like, man, that shit there was good. That's what this is made
That's what
for.
it's about. Yeah, fellowship, man.
Drink your bourbon, people.
That's what we do. We buy good bourbons and we fellowship. That's what it
Man,
is.
it's frustrating seeing some of these collections I see online and nothing is open. Drink your bourbon, man. This is 129.2 proof, so it is 64.6% alcohol by volume. Big boy drink. Big boy drink. If you like Jack Daniels, Crown Royal, Ciroc, E&J, Jim Beam, don't drink this, man. Don't waste your time.
It's levels to this.
Here, it's waking up now.
There's levels to this.
It's levels to this. It's waking up now, though.
That's what it is.
The beast is waking up. I think the oxygen is like a house fire. So when we first poured it was a little muddled, but now it's coming back. The flavors, it's just the intensity of it. You can just tell when you smell stuff.
You can tell.
It's intense. It smells good too, though.
Yeah.
Can you smell it all?
But on nose though, I'm still going. I'm
Yes,
going here.
Yeah.
The flowers and the citrus
Yep.
and the apple.
It's definitely more of a complex nose.
It smells like you're outside in the field. That's
Yeah.
what this smells like.
This nose is far more complex. This is just a traditional bourbon nose, but just amplified. All right, let's see what we got.
That joint need to drip.
See, and all right, I didn't mention this before because shame on me, I forgot to mention it. But how you can tell how old a bourbon is when you're looking at the legs. The younger that the bourbon is, the faster the drip will come down. So if it's a really old bourbon, it'll take a long time to come down. But if it's young but still got a little age on it, it'll just kind of.
That finish is different. It's different.
This is gonna score high. It's married so well, and then it's just all on my gums and stuff now.
It's very, as he says, viscous. What I say, it's creamy. It coats.
Yes.
It's just
Creamy is a good word. It's creamy.
It's there, man. You can't miss it. If you sipping this, if you take it as a shot, that's something you might miss.
I still
That's why you
can
don't
taste
see
it now. I'm sitting here and I still can taste it.
It's creamy.
The finish on this is, it's still sitting there. I'm sitting here talking to you guys now and I can still taste it like when I first drank it. That's the finish. This is gonna score high.
Some good shit.
I hate reviewing this because my goal is to review things that are more commonly found. That way when I review something, if you guys have never seen it, but it's something that's common that you guys can find, I want to review things that you guys can find. But I also want to review things that are kind of special that come out once a year and stuff too. So I'm gonna go on this one already. I'm gonna go 92.
That's what I said, 92.
I'm gonna go 92.
This is an elite bourbon. Elite nose, elite taste.
So the palate on this one is stronger than this, but the nose on this is stronger than this.
Yes.
This nose was like 97, 96,
Yes.
but the palate didn't match. And remember when we were sipping it, the first thing he said, it was like, it's different than the nose. This tastes like it smells, it's intense, it's flavorful. This will be excellent. You pair this with a strong cigar, you get you a Padron. Oh, you put a Padron with this, a Opus X, a God of Fires, a Neanderthal by Roman Craft. You get something strong like this. You got to set some time aside because you're going to be up there. You're going to be up there. If you see this bottle, you see how it's tall, it has the writing here. If you see this with a black, burgundy, which is William LaRue Weller, orange, which is Thomas H. Handy, green, which is Sazerac 18, or blue, which is Eagle Rare 17.
Right.
If it is under $150, I'm trying to think, okay. If it is under $200, buy the bottle, but share it with friends that'll appreciate it. Don't drink it with the people that drink Pepe Lopez or Taka Vodka, or they like Bud Light. Don't drink no shit with them. Don't drink this shit with them. They're not gonna appreciate it and it costs too much. Trying to remain PC on YouTube, man. It's good. Ooh, man. I gotta appeal to the masses, man, so I'm trying to.
It's better than this pumpkin donut counter that he got in his man cave.
I didn't buy that, man.
Ow. Cheers.
I didn't buy it. So we're gonna wrap this up and get off camera, man, because we got a lot more drinking to do. Shout out to my boy Thomas again, coming through. Man, so Thomas gave this a 70. I gave it a 75. We both were around the same, 88, 89 in this area. We both scored 92 on this without even talking to each other. You guys saw a completely honest review. We're gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Like this shit. Comment on this shit. Subscribe to this shit. And we out.